So let me ask you a question. You're a furry, right? You have a persona. Check. You have a fursuit. Check. You go to a plethora of furry events and conventions. Check. You even go as far as to create an entire online personality surrounding the character that you created. But answer me this. How furry is too furry? Now, for the majority of people, aka the people who are not furries, just being a furry is enough to be too furry, but I don't plan on leaving the fandom anytime soon, so we're just going to take and sweep that option under the rug. So I'm pretty sure we've all seen it online, wherever furries tend to hang out, that some people just use nothing but stickers to communicate, or constantly give off ooh-woos, oh-woos, boops, and basically any other sort of furry language that they like to use. And you know, using that stuff is completely, absolutely fine. If it fits your character and you want to take and use it, then go ahead. If you want to take and say ooh-woo to somebody, that's absolutely fine. If you like to give boops, then that's absolutely okay. Also, if you're giving boops to anybody at a furry convention, make sure you actually let them know that you're giving them a boop. Otherwise, bad things could possibly happen. And you know, the whole cutesy nature of the furry fandom is fine. I sometimes play into it myself, even though I'm not exactly what you would call somebody who is a cutesy character, or at least I don't particularly like to play that. And plenty of my other furry friends also like to play into that nature, and that's kind of just how they act as a furry, and that's perfectly fine. But then you get some people who literally eat, sleep, breathe, brush their teeth, shower with, and get in bed with the idea of just being a furry 24/7. By the way, that's just a figure of speech. Nobody's getting in bed with. Get your mind out of the gutter. And while it's fine when you're talking to your friends or whoever else, they take and exchange maybe an ooh-woo or an oh-whoa or maybe a boop here and there, maybe send a cute sticker. But when that comes into reality, and I'm pretty sure most of us have had some sort of conversation, or at least know somebody who uses certain furry language in conversations that are, well, serious. If I'm talking to somebody about the stock market, I don't want them to come up and just boot me and then run away all corky-like. If I'm talking about a funeral or something else of that nature, the last thing I want to hear is ooh-woo. That is taking it a bit too far. In fact, that's actually taking it very, very far. And you know, a lot of people take and say that furries are cringe. And you know what? Okay, I play into it. I don't necessarily mind if people think that me being a furry is cringe. It's just something that I like doing, and it's just me for the most part. I just like doing this. I like doing this. I don't necessarily find it cringe, but if other people find it cringe, then I'm going to take and play into that. If you're not going to take me seriously, then why should I take you seriously? But these particular furries, you could be talking about literal war. You could be talking about the end of the world. You could be talking about some kind of crazy deity coming down from the heavens and smiting everybody on Earth, and then they would take and sit there with an ooh-woo face and boot people. Even those furries are pretty cringe. Even those furries, a lot of other furries tend to stay away from. If I have to have any sort of serious conversation with anyone that's going to give off any sort of furry slang, then we probably won't be in conversation very much longer. And like I said before, if it's part of your character and you want to continue doing that as part of your character without any sort of serious conversation, then do so. Look at Sukavolt, for instance. Carries around a sign to basically every single convention that says, "I'm not cute." That's just part of his character. That's just kind of what he goes around and does as his persona. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if it starts getting into actual conversation, then we're stopping the conversation. So to reiterate on the question previously, how furry is too furry? That is too furry. When the furry fandom starts to become so part of your life that you end up intertwining it with even your speech in a serious tone, that's probably going a bit too far. And if you want to wear a tail out in public or ears out in public or anything of that nature, then go ahead. I don't care if even people wear their fursuit out in public and do whatever. That's perfectly fine. But as soon as you start having a serious conversation, like I have said before, please keep it serious. And no ooh-woos or oh-ohs or boops. Life is more than just ooh-woos and oh-ohs. So stop taking the furry fandom so seriously and get out there and actually be a furry. Just leave the furry speak at home when talking about serious stuff. Okay? Okay. Anyway, everyone, that is where I'm going to end this video. And if you like what you saw, then maybe check out some of my other links down below. I've got a link to my Twitter. I've got a link to my Instagram. I have a link to basically everything, including Twitch. I also stream on Twitch and would love for you to stop by. I also have some other donation links and things down there if you would like to take and help out the channel any way possible. But you all have a lovely day. Take care. And Spector out. Ooh.